Are you ready to finish this up? This is our last lesson before our test, and then we're done for the year. And today we're talking about using area models, which you've been kind of doing already. So why can you multiply to find the area of a rectangle? Okay. That's what we're learning today. Christina has a garden that is shaped like a rectangle below. Each unit square represents 1 square meter. What is the area of her garden? So the number one thing we do to figure out area is we count all the squares, right? So you know me, I like it when you draw in the squares and you put your numbers in it. So let's start by doing that. Okay, move this so it's out of the way. So when I counted them, I got 18 unit squares. So the area is 18 square meters. Now there's another way to do it that doesn't take as long, because sometimes the areas we need to measure is just a lot of squares to count. So what we can do is we can count the number of rows. That's a row, right? 1, 2, 3, okay? 3 rows of, how many are in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 rows of 6. So here we have 6, here we have 6, and here we have 6. So we could write an addition equation. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. That would be 18 square meters. You got the same thing, but instead of counting each of them, you just kind of counted each row. Okay? Another way to do this is to do it by multiplication. And it's going to show you that on the bottom. It's really the quickest way. And you guys know your multiplication table, so you should be able to do this. Count the number of rows. 1, 2, 3. Count the number of square units in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing, we have 3 rows of 6. This rectangle is like an array. So how do you find the total of numbers in a square, an array? You can count or you can multiply. So we're going to do 3 times 8. Oh, sorry, not 3 times 8. Miss Lawrence making mistakes even on her digital stuff. It's okay though, we're all human, it happens. It's 3 times 6. I was just thinking 18. So 3 times 6 is 18. So the area is 18. So whatever way you figured it out, if it was counting, write counting. If it was adding, write adding. If it was multiplying, write multiplying. How you figured it out. Remember, when we do these, you do whatever works best for you. Okay? I am showing you many different ways to solve it. It's your job to figure out what works best for you and what's least confusing for you. All right, so this one, we'll do it together, but this one says find the area of the figure. Each unit is 1 square foot. Okay? So this one, it wants you to multiply. So we need to figure out how many rows it has. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. And how many are in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, you got this. 4 times 10. You even have to think about it. Or count by tens. You might. 10, 20, 30, 40. What's the answer? 40. So the area of this one is 40. Is that way quicker than counting each square? A little bit. A little bit. Okay. So on the bottom, you're going to be doing the same thing for number 1. I'm not doing it with you. You do it on your own. You're multiplying and adding. Still want you to count the rows and how many are in each row too. And for these next ones, you're going to find the area of all those, and you do it any way you want. Make sure when you're doing these ones that after each number, you write square feet. Okay? You want to write that after every single one. Because it says up here, find the area of the figure. Each unit square is 1 square foot. Here, it says square meter. So we're going to write square meters after each one. It's important to label correctly because think about it. If you give somebody the measurements to your house and they do everything in inches, you're going to have a teeny tiny dollhouse if they try and fix anything for you. Gotta make sure you use the right measurements. All right, guys, you got this. Have a good rest of your day.